last night. He hits a 3-run homer off of Mike Montgomery in the 4th inning. That was the big hit in the game, and the Cubs could not come back from that. Kyle Hendricks off the injured list. Did work the first 3 innings before the rain delay, had given up a couple of runs. He winds up taking the loss. They couldn't even start a game at Guaranteed Rate Field last night, so the White Sox and Tigers see another one postponed. This one now to be made up as part of a straight doubleheader September 27th. You've got a split doubleheader on the south side today. Dylan Cease makes his Sox debut in the day game against Daniel Norris. Ross Detweiler against Tyler Alexander in the nightcap. Last night, the only Major League game on the schedule that was rained out. Milwaukee still a game ahead of the Cubs in the division. Their chance to lengthen the lead going down the drain with a 5-4 loss to Cincinnati in 11 innings. Also, St. Louis losing an interleague play to Seattle. 5-4 was the final. Bulls moves, a few of them yesterday. 7-1 Luke Cornett of late with the Knicks agreeing to join the Bulls, a shot blocker who also likes to take 3-pointers. And Ryan Arcidiacono signs a 3-year, $9 million deal. He averaged some 24 minutes a game last season to go with nearly 7 points and just over 3 assists a game. Sports now at 16 and 46 past each hour on your home of the Bears. Dave Kerner, News Radio 780 and 105.9 FM.
WBBM News Time 9:48. Traffic and weather together on the 8, sponsored by True Green. Here's Bo Durant.
Trouble spots, a couple of places. We'll start on the Dan Ryan inbound, where we are seeing some pretty heavy traffic still from the merge to 87th. The stall in the center lane just past the merge. Crash in the 3 left lanes past 87th as well. 31 minutes, 95th into downtown on the Dan Ryan right now, but no outbound. Both I-57 and the Bishop Ford are seeing heavy traffic approaching the Dan Ryan merge. The inbound side of I-57 now on the break starting at 111. That's a 25-minute commute from I-80. The Bishop Ford, 28 minutes into 94 to the Dan Ryan. Your delay starts at 115th. No outbound delays on the south side expressways. That's the good news. Eden's all clear both in and out. The Kennedy inbound 28 minutes from O'Hare downtown. 18 in from the Edens Junction in the local lanes, but just 8 in the express lanes. There's the speed limit from the Edens Junction to the Ohio Theater. Southbound Kennedy, 16 from downtown to Montrose and 28 to O'Hare. Eisenhower inbound 39 from Route 390, 26 from Manheim. Outbound 18 to Manheim, 31 out to 390. The Stevenson inbound 41 minutes, 355 to Lakeshore Drive, 31 from the Tri-State, 30 minutes out to 355. Northbound I-55 in Will County, heavy from River Road to before Arsenal. Ongoing road work is the cause. Lakeshore Drive northbound still on the brakes through Grant Park, but southbound is now cleared up. The Tri-State tollway northbound heavy approaching 290 from North Avenue to Mount Wall. You're seeing slow traffic, and then you're heavy from Edensburg to Deerfield as well. Southbound Tri-State, no problems. The Jane Addams, the Reagan, and 355 are all clear. Now Route 53 northbound is cleared up. Earlier crash past Rand Road is gone. Route 390 is looking good. 80 eastbound all right, but westbound slow US 30 to before Briggs. Then you're slow from Richards to Center Street from an earlier crash. It's now clear. 8094, I-65, and the Indiana Toll Road are all checking in with no major problems. In Wheeling, north and southbound, we're heavy right around Manchester, all because of a crash reported injuries. Good traffic and weather together on the 8s every 10 minutes on News Radio 780 and 105.9 FM.
Clouds and sun today, warm and humid conditions. You're feeling that right now if you're outdoors. AccuWeather says showers and thunderstorms return this afternoon and this evening with a high of 87 degrees. Right now 73 at the lakefront, 77 at Midway, 79 degrees at O'Hare with a heat index of 82, 73 degrees in Oak Brook, 75 and Hanover, 75 degrees at Gary's Miller Beach, going up to a high of 87. Updating the markets for you now. The Dow is up 94 points, NASDAQ up 44, and the S&P 500 up 14. WBBM News Time 9:50.
Featuring more reporters and the most news coverage. News Radio 780 at 105.9 FM.
Researchers have found the German cockroach, the world's most common, is quickly evolving to resist pesticides. That's the finding of a new study from Purdue University conducted in the past year in 2 low-rise multifamily housing units in Indiana and here in Illinois.
Some military hardware is already in place ahead of President Trump's 4th of July celebration.
2 Bradley fighting vehicles are now near the Lincoln Memorial, where the president will give a speech tomorrow. Some Abrams tanks are also here in Washington, and the Pentagon's scrambling to line up flyovers by a B-2 stealth bomber and other aircraft. This morning, the president says it'll be the show of a lifetime, but critics say he's politicizing the nation's birthday party and using troops as props. He says military leaders are thrilled to participate. If so, they're hiding it well.